We're about to continue our project here, and the tools are very basic. It's just a simple heat gun. You can buy them at Lowe's or any hardware store. I think this was like around $20–25. And you need a putty knife, and you can use a wide one or a short one. So what we're going to do now to proceed is we're going to remember one thing. You don't want to gouge the wood, so you want to notice the putty knife is parallel to the surface. And you have to heat the paint till you see it bubbled. And when you bubble it, once you get used to doing this, you can make one big long pass. So I'm going to turn the heat gun on now. You have to excuse the noise. And we're going to take off right now. And if the camera will show close up here, you can see I have it on high. And I'm waiting for the paint right here to bubble. Once it starts bubbling, it'll start having to see it starting to bubble. Now what I'm going to do is I want to keep the heat gun in front of the knife. And you can see it bubbling as I go. So we're making one long pass here. You want to go kind of slow, and you'll eventually get a feel for it. Remember, just put gentle pressure and it'll actually follow itself. I've run out of cord here, but you can see we made one big pass. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the big putty knife, and as you can see there's some nails here. When you run into something, what you want to do is just lightly maneuver the putty knife so it goes over them. As you can see it bubbling, it's time to go in and start going. And when you're using a wider putty knife, you have to go a little slower, and you have to go back and forth. But you'll be able to visually see the paint bubbling. And one thing you want to remember, you are working with wood, and wood burns. So just keep a steady flow going back and forth. And one of the reasons for using a heat gun is it's going to be a lot less hazardous to the finish we're trying to save. If you're just stripping something down, you can use whatever you feel comfortable with, stripper or the heat gun. But when you're trying to preserve an original finish, I find the easiest and best way is just use the heat gun. And as you can see, it's just steadily moving, and we're doing a nice wide path here. It's going to actually turn this into a pretty small job, where stripping is, if you've ever tried it, it's very messy, it's very caustic, it's bad to breathe. And as you can see, we made one big pass. You get this on there, and you just want to peel it off, and you clean it up later. And then when you get pieces like this, you just go back over it, and you can just take that off. So you can see what I'm trying to do here. Just be patient. The best thing to do is start in some inconspicuous spot, down on a foot, until you get the hang of it. And it's not really that hard to do. So I hope this helped you out in some way, and I hope you will check out my channel. I'm going to put up some more how-to videos, and they're going to be basically about the antique business, and we have been in the retail furniture business for 35 years, so I still am reluctant to call myself an expert, but my wife and I have been around wood many years, and I think I can help give you some shortcuts and some things I've learned over the last 25–30 years. Thank you for your time, and goodbye.